Hi, is this you? You want to be productive, so you watch a video on how to be productive, but somehow you just keep watching them and end up doing nothing? If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. But have you noticed something? Those videos rarely work. Most of them repeat the same old formula. Wake up earlier, just start for 2 minutes, time block your day, and so on. But that's exactly the problem, isn't it? Because if just do it were really that simple, we wouldn't be here watching another video about how to get things done. Because most productivity advice focuses only on action and completely ignores the psychological space before action happens. That tiny moment when you know exactly what you should be doing, but your mind and body are screaming to do something else instead. So in this video, instead of giving you 10 more productivity hacks, we're going to start with something deeper: your mindset. Let's look at an image that the world often admires and sometimes doesn't fully understand. Students in countries like South Korea studying 12, 14, even 16 hours a day. That's more than many adults are awake in an entire day. We look at them and think, these kids are machines. Their discipline is superhuman. What's their secret? But when I dig deeper, the truth isn't some inspirational fairy tale about iron discipline. Their most common productivity hack is often just drinking cup after cup of iced Americano to stay awake. What they do have are 3 things most of us living messy adult lives are missing. First, their goal is extremely clear and borderline life-defining. It's the Suneng, the hardest college entrance exam in the world. Pass or fail, and their entire future changes. It's not some vague idea like be better or make more money. It's a concrete goal with massive consequences. Second, their time is limited. The exam has a fixed date. Every day that passes is a day they can't get back. And third and most importantly, not studying isn't an option. In that environment, the only acceptable path is study. That's the key. To break resistance, you need to recreate a similar environment and mindset for yourself. Step 1. Define a clear goal. Start with something specific, even a little intense. Not, I want more money, but I need to earn an extra $2,000 a month from my side business within the next 6 months so I can pay off my credit card debt and take my family on a real vacation. The more specific, the better. Tie it to a strong emotion: freedom, pride, safety. Step 2. Build deadlines you can't ignore. One of the most effective ways is to use Parkinson's law, which says that work expands to fill the time you give it. Which means if you give yourself the whole day to finish a 2-hour task, it will magically turn into an all-day project. So instead of telling yourself, I'll finish this today, give the task a brutally short deadline, like 2 hours or 30 minutes. But sometimes, even Parkinson's law isn't enough. Sometimes you need something stronger. That brings us to method number 2, a deadline with real consequences. And nothing creates urgency faster than putting money on the line. Here's how. Send your friend $20 and say, if I don't finish this by 9 p.m., keep the money. Or even simpler, pay for a course or sign up for an exam. When money is involved, the deadline becomes real, and suddenly your brain treats the task like it actually matters. Step 3. Remove the choices that distract you. Your phone, social media, endless short-form videos, you already know they're destroying your focus. You don't even need another study to prove it. Be decisive. Delete the apps. Or simply leave your phone in another room when you need deep work time. But here's something that works surprisingly well for me. I film myself studying or working with my phone camera. Try it, you might find it works for you too. The goal is to create a no-choice environment, just like those students have. But I know what you're thinking. It sounds great, but saying it is way easier than doing it. Even with a clear goal and after deleting the apps, I still feel this huge resistance. It's still so hard to start. I get it, and this is the most important part. It's like when you can't fall asleep and someone tells you, well, just go to sleep. Or when you admit you're addicted to social media and people say, just put your phone down and read a book. The advice is technically correct, but completely useless. Thanks, I know that, but how? So we need a smarter way to beat procrastination and become productive. Stop yelling at yourself with things like, get to work, or go to the gym, stop being lazy. A smarter approach is negotiation. Ask yourself this, okay, I know the big goal is a full 1-hour workout at the gym, but right now that feels impossible. So what's something slightly easier that still moves me toward the goal? This question does two incredibly important things. First, it instantly reduces the internal pressure. Instead of staring at a giant boulder you're supposed to push, you're now looking for a small pebble you can pick up. Your brain stops feeling threatened and shifts from fight or flight into problem-solving mode. Second, and this is even more important, you begin negotiating a reasonable deal between the two selves inside you. One part of you still gets to make progress and move forward. The other part gets a concession, an easier action, something less intimidating. Both sides feel like they're winning. At this point, you might be thinking, wait, isn't this just the idea of breaking your goals into tiny steps? Yes and no. What I'm suggesting is similar, but far more effective. The break-it-down advice is everywhere. It tells you to take your big goal and split it into tiny, easy steps. For example, want to go to the gym? Just put on your workout clothes. In theory, it sounds great, but in reality, these micro steps can backfire. Why? Because you put on your gym clothes, then look outside and immediately think about the full workout waiting for you. After completing such a tiny step, if your brain had lips, it would smirk and say, that's it? This changes nothing. So the secret isn't blindly breaking things into tiny pieces. The secret is finding a step that's small enough to start, but big enough to feel like progress. Let's look at a real example. It's 7 p.m. You just got home after a long day. You're lying on your bed, scrolling on your phone, and you have zero energy. But your plan says you need to go to the gym. Here are 3 possible scenarios. Scenario 1. You give up. You tell yourself, today was awful. I deserve a break. You spend the evening scrolling, feeling good for a moment, but go to bed with guilt, frustration, and the sense that tomorrow will be even harder. Scenario 2. You try the tiny step method. You force yourself to change into your gym clothes, but then you stand there in the middle of the room feeling ridiculous. The commute, the workout, the shower afterward, all of it still feels overwhelming. That tiny step isn't strong enough. Eventually, you take the gym clothes off and fall back into Scenario 1. Scenario 3. The smart negotiation. Our goal is a 60-minute workout at the gym. Okay, but I'm exhausted. That's not happening today, but I still need to make progress. So, let's make this easier. Instead of a full-strength workout plus 20 minutes of cardio, I'll just go, get on the treadmill, run hard for 15 minutes, and go home. Just 15 minutes. A fair deal, right? And honestly, once you're already on that treadmill for 15 minutes, you might even build momentum and finish the full 60-minute workout anyway. Let's break down why this negotiation works. It still requires effort, you're still going to the gym, but it removes the most intimidating part. Instead of a 60-minute mountain, it becomes a short, clear, doable task. Your brain thinks, nice, I still get to rest a bit. But you've still moved forward, you still showed up. To wrap it all up, here are the 2 big ideas I want you to remember. 1. Create a limited choice environment. Have a goal that is clear and emotionally compelling. Remove obvious distractions. Turn content consumption into intentional learning. 2. Stop yelling at yourself. Negotiate instead. Ask, what's one step that's slightly easier but still moves me forward? Choose a step small enough to begin, but big enough to create momentum. These are the exact strategies I use on myself because they actually work. If you found this video helpful, hit like to support the channel. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next videos. Thanks for watching.